Guys, we're about 24 hours from the NFL trade deadline, and I can promise you, if the Dolphins make a move, we're going to be the first Dolphins YouTube video to get you guys a video. So subscribe to stay in the know, because if it's a big enough trade, we might even go live for it. Dolphins fans, welcome to Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott here on Halloween, but also it is trade deadline eve. So spooky season and trade season here on this October 31st. This show is going to be all about the latest Miami Dolphins trade rumors, and we begin with the pretty big name, Kareem Hunt. He has been linked to the Miami Dolphins, the Cleveland Browns running back, and ESPN says he's available for a fourth-round pick. The Dolphins don't have a fourth-round pick, but they have a couple third-round picks and a fifth-round pick, so I'm sure they could make a possible deal work. Here's what he's done this season with Cleveland. 15 receptions, 87 receiving yards, 66 carries, 263 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns, and there's a couple of reasons why he's probably going to get traded here in the next 24 hours. Number one, Cleveland's really out of the playoff race. They're 2-5. They have not played well this season, a disappointing season. He's a free agent after this year, and he's RB2 behind Nick Chubb, so they don't really need him that much. And get this, his former teammate, Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill. This is a picture from their time together in Kansas City when they were both Pro Bowlers, saying, "Hey, man, I miss you. Hope you're doing well. I miss you." And then look at this. Kareem Hunt reposted it on his IG story saying, "Miss you too, bro." Do you see that song right there? What's that song? Perfect Timing by Lil Baby. I didn't think I was going to be talking about Lil Baby on today's show, but that song choice, interesting. Do they know something that we don't? Either way, I'm saying do it. Chris Greer, get this trade done. I want Kareem Hunt in Miami. This would fix the Dolphins' rushing woes this season. Their rushing offense has not performed well. Raheem Mostert's been solid. Chase Edmonds, not so much. Miami ranks 28th in rushing offense this season. That's not good, man. Mike McDaniel last season as the OC in San Fran had the number 1 rushing offense in the league. This season, 28th rushing offense in the league, 88.1 yards per game. Taking a look here at the Dolphins running back depth chart, Kareem Hunt, Raheem Mostert. That would be a great 1-2 punch. Alec Ingold as the fullback, Chase Edmonds as RB3. So I do really like the possibility of doing this trade, improving your running back room. I think Hunt is Miami bound. I really do. I think this makes a lot of sense for both sides because Cleveland, they're going to lose him at free agency anyway after the season. And Miami would probably not have to give up a whole lot because he's an impending free agent. I think a fifth-round pick could get this deal done, and it would make your offense really, really scary, or even scarier. Shout out spooky season. Happy Halloween. Trade for Kareem Hunt. What do you think? Type T for trade or type P for pass down in the comment section. It's the pinned comment on today's video. When ad break comes, go down, chime in. Let me know what you think. Do you want to trade for Kareem Hunt? I would bet on the Dolphins getting Hunt, and you can bet at chatsports.com/bet through BetUS. Put in that promo code to get that deposit bonus. Not only that, but we've brought back the jersey deal because the Dolphins have won 2 straight games. Victory Monday means the jersey deal is back, and you can get a free Dolphins jersey. If you do what I just said, chatsports.com/bet, put in that promo code, sign up, deposit at least $100, make your first bet, send a screenshot of that bet slip, your account number, all the necessary information to jersey@chatsports.com. Email that address. Let us know what jersey you want, what size you are, what your address is, what color you want the jersey to be. We got you covered from there. And you can pick between a Tua Tagovailoa jersey. Tua should win MVP, by the way. Tua's having an MVP caliber season. Or I should say, a Tyreek Hill jersey. So one of those 2 jerseys, you can pick the color, the size, the player, Tyreek or Tua. Let me know by emailing jersey@chatsports.com for more details. Go and take advantage because we only bring this deal back when the Dolphins win a couple games in a row. We did it when the Dolphins were 3-0. Now we're doing it after 2 straight wins. Jersey@chatsports.com. That email address is in the comments and the description of this video. Let's talk about Bradley Chubb now because Dov Kleiman tweeted this out this morning. The Dolphins and the Jets are interested in trading for Broncos pass rusher Bradley Chubb. There's enough interest from both teams that they're considering trading a first-round pick for him a well-plugged GM tells Peter King. So interesting development this morning on the Bradley Chubb trade front. Here's what he's done this season. He's one of the best edge rushers in the league. 8 QB hits, 5.5 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, 26 tackles so far with Chubb this season, and they're potentially going to trade him because the Broncos are 3-5 and are a long shot to make the playoffs at this point. And they believe that they can get a first-round pick for him as we take a look at the Dolphins' defensive line depth chart. Zach Sealer's been a stud. Wilkins has been a stud. Ogbah's been disappointing, and that's why you consider making this trade. Just 1 sack this season for Ogbah after signing that big 4-year deal in free agency, and that 1 sack came in the season opener against New England. So in the last 7 games, he has not recorded a sack, which is why Miami might be interested in trading for Bradley Chubb, who's currently with the Denver Broncos. Look, I think Chubb is awesome. I don't know if I'm giving up a first-round pick for him because the Dolphins right now only have 1 first-round pick. Their own first-round pick was stripped by the NFL for violating the tampering rules. So the first-round pick you have right now is San Francisco. I would prefer to hang on to that first-round pick. I don't want to come into this season with 2 first-round picks and come out of it with no first-round pick, especially when you didn't have a first-round pick last year. I don't want to. I just wouldn't do it. I love Bradley Chubb. I'd be excited if they made the trade, but I want to keep that first-round pick. Would you give up a first-round pick for Bradley Chubb? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comments section. I would say no. And I understand that Bradley Chubb's a heck of a player, but there's bigger needs to fill in this football team, including cornerback, running back, and offensive line. Here are the teams that are interested in Chubb, the Dolphins and the Jets. May I remind you that there were 2 teams interested in a particular player, also from the AFC West, back in March. It was the Dolphins and the Jets. Who won that trade? It was the Miami Dolphins, getting Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has been the best receiver in football this season. So I will say, as much as I don't want to give up a first-round pick, if it comes down between the Dolphins and the Jets and the Dolphins win again in a little trade bidding war here, that'd make me a very happy man. And we are going to be live tomorrow for the trade deadline at our main channel. That is the sub link right there. Go down and subscribe. The sub link going to be in the comments and the description. We're going to be live on the Chat Sports main channel. I'm going to be involved in that coverage. And again, if the Dolphins make a move, not only will be live there, it might also be live on this channel as well. But go down, subscribe to the Chat Sports main channel. They're going to be live for several hours during the trade deadline. Going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. It's the best way to stay in the loop with not just the moves the Dolphins make, but also the moves that happen around the league. And if you want Miami to make a move, show it by liking the video. Hit the thumbs up icon. Give us a like on this video if you want Miami to make a move here at the deadline. About 24 hours away. It's coming up. Should the Dolphins trade for a safety? I think that's a question. That's a question a lot of us have after we lost Brandon Jones for the season last week. So CBS this morning posted an article about one trade idea for every team. For Miami, it was trading for Lions safety DeShon Elliott. Here's what they said about that possibility. Safety Brandon Jones is headed to injured reserve, and corner Byron Jones remained sidelined. So the time is now for Miami to bolster depth on the back end, especially if the Dolphins intend to stay in the AFC East race. Elliott has been solid in his time with Detroit after 4 years in Baltimore, and the Lions should be motivated to sell. I'm not against it. I'm not. It is worth noting that Elliott did not play yesterday. He's injured. He's week to week. He should be back for this next week. But I'm not against making this move. It'd probably be fairly cheap. The Lions are probably going to sell. They're 1-6 after losing to the Dolphins yesterday, blowing that 14-point lead. I'm not against trading for a safety, but I'm not for trading Eric Rowe because we did see this tweet yesterday from Rowe. So if you missed it, Rowe was a healthy scratch, surprisingly. I was confused. He was confused, too. I'm just as shocked, too, said Eric Rowe. So he tweeted this out after he was a healthy scratch against the Lions. They did start Verone McKinley yesterday, who they really believe in. Verone is still not officially on the 53-man roster. That might happen here pretty soon. They just elevated him from the practice squad again. But I just don't understand why you would trade. Now, again, this does not mean he's getting traded, but it might signal a potential trade. But I don't know why you trade Eric Rowe, one of the better backup safeties in the league, when Brandon Jones is out for the year. Maybe made sense before the Brandon Jones injury. Does not make sense after. What is the percent chance that Eric Rowe gets traded? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. I think it's about 50%. I mean, it's just so weird that he was a healthy scratch yesterday. He was surprised, too. It's not like he saw it coming. He took to Twitter yesterday to express his surprise in that yesterday as well. Guys, go down, subscribe to our Miami Dolphins channel, hit that big red sub button, because if the Dolphins make a move, we're going to get you guys a video ASAP.